Hey guys, I got the awesome opportunity to be here with Mr. James Peterson in Atlanta, Georgia, and we were having a good chat. And I'm like, dude, we need to video that. We need to post that and just share your story on video. And I was just going to ask you a question. You were talking to James about the switch that you flipped.
Yes.
So tell me, what do you mean? Like, it's like one day you were in my boot camp. You kind of got mad. Why did you get mad being in the boot camp? What were you talking about?
It was, I was going through a period where I would take the boot camp 1 month and not take it for 2 or 3 months down the road, thinking that I learned all the skills there was to learn in one boot camp. And after I figured it out by going through 500, 1,000 leads, not getting the results that I wanted to get, I basically learned that the foundation was not completely built for me yet. So I ended up getting angry and thinking to myself, there's got to be more to this system, which in fact there was. It was not just taught in one boot camp, it was a series of boot camps. And when I made the decision to get in and being irritated and upset and spending money on leads, once I got in and learned the complete foundation of the system that you taught, it started to all come together for me. Facing the objections, getting the posture, gaining that posture made all the difference in the world, but it can't be learned in 4 coaching sessions.
But what were you talking about though? You could have made it quicker. Like we talked about, you flipped the switch and then things started to happen immediately. Because you got frustrated. And for me, that was the same thing. I had to get frustrated. So what was it? What was the part that made you frustrating? Like, I got to do this thing.
It was the point where I had so much invested, so much time, so much energy. Again, doing dials, getting turned down, rejected, thinking that the numbers were bad, the leads were bad. I got angry and I just channeled that anger into the dials I came down to the point where it was like, I'm going to recruit somebody. I'm going to make this work. If Tom can do this, and I know he's not teaching me something that cannot be done.
Yeah.
And I made the decision in a day. It was just like changing my mind for dinner the night before, whether it was chicken or fish.
Say that again. Changing.
It was as simple as changing your mind for dinner the night before between chicken or fish.
I love that.
And going back to that time, going back to that transition and making that decision was so simple, but it took me all that time to figure it out.
So how long was all that time?
Almost 3 years.
Now, could you have flipped that switch a year earlier and had the same success or similar at least?
I think I could have flipped that switch 2 years earlier. If I would have came to the point that I was at, being frustrated, angry, listening, again, it was being in the training, listening to the triple you're sponsoring, all of the pieces started to come together. It was not taught in just one session, but it kind of reminded me of like a plumber or a roofer or something that, you can't take them out there for a week or even a month and have them be perfect. But when all the pieces of the puzzle were put together for me, as far as the skill set, the mindset, the posture, and everything put together in one place, it was a simple decision, and it actually took me getting angry to that point and frustrated to make that simple decision.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you did something that few do. You just finally took action on the information and the training that you got, and you did it, and you're doing it. Good job, man.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Awesome, buddy.